Just continuing on the questions about the banking sector. So the Biden administration has expressed a lot of concern in the past about consolidation in other sectors. You've spoken about meatpacking, shipping, ocean shipping, oil companies. Are you worried that this crisis surrounding several regional banks could lead to a consolidation and a concentration in the larger banking sector? And then I'll have another one.
So promoting competition in the American economy, we see that as a priority. You hear the president say these words, and about repeat right now, which is capitalism without competition isn't capitalism. And so that is something that you've heard the president say multiple times. His executive order on this particular issue, promoting competition, specifically encourages the Justice Department in consultation with the Fed, the FDIC, and Comptroller of the Currency to revitalize merger and oversight. So again, this is something that the president believes in. He believes that we have to have capitalism, and you can't have capitalism without competition, and that isn't capitalism. And so I'll just leave it there. And it isn't, again, the last thing I would say is an important part of our American economy.
But I mean, the question is, are you concerned, and what can you do about it? You know, as consumers are now making decisions, having seen what happened with SVB and with Signature, what's happening now with First Republic, I mean, what tools do you have to push back against a further concentration in this critical sector?
So look, as it relates to specific banks and institutions, I would refer you to the relevant banking regulators, so I'd leave that there. And that's why the president, but more broadly, that's why the president took the actions that he did over the weekend. Remember, he directed his Treasury Secretary and the NSC Director to come up with a plan on how to deal with what we were seeing with SVB, the Silicon Valley Bank. And so they took action, and now what we believe and what you heard from the Secretary today, which is decisive and forceful actions were taken by the government to strengthen public confidence in our banking system. So there should be confidence in our banking system. No taxpayer money is being used or put at risk with this action. And lastly, she said our banking system remains sound, and that Americans can feel confident that their deposits will be there when they need them. This week's actions demonstrate our resolute commitment to ensure the depositor savings remain safe. Again, this is something that happened and occurred at the president's direction, and we want to make sure that Americans do indeed feel confident. I'm not going to speak to any specific bank, as you just asked me about the particular bank in California. We clearly are going to be monitoring.